Referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 58 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a Darce choke, the Warrior.
So there he is, your winner by way of submission, and how good was that? I mean, you talk about maximizing a UFC showcase, and that's a great example of doing just that. You see him sharing a moment here with his coaches, his training partners, and you can be sure that with the hard work done and the hay in the barn, that these guys are going to be celebrating deep into the night after a submission win like this. All right, coming up next, it's a middleweight matchup between Misha Serkunov and Little Nog Antonio Rogerio Nogueira. Well, he started judo at 6 years old. This is a lifelong martial artist, not unlike his twin brother, the UFC Hall of Famer Big Nog. Here he is, the southpaw, Antonio Rogerio Nogueira, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, but an outstanding boxer. Big win over Rashad Evans back in 2013. Outstanding knockout of Patrick Cummins in 2016. Another high-level challenge for Little Nog tonight.
Rogerio Nogueira, the brother of former UFC heavyweight champion and former Pride heavyweight champion Minotauro Nogueira, is one of the best boxers inside the UFC's light heavyweight division, and on top of that, as a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
All right, so here he is, really, for my money, has accomplished a submission specialist and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner as has crossed into the UFC in years. We'll see how quickly tonight he can get this fight to the ground and utilize his high-level submission skills. Outstanding choke game. A lot of different chokes in his repertoire. We'll see if he can get him going tonight.
This guy has an amazing ability to control fighters from the top position. Once he gets there, that is where the fight will remain.
Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. More than a decade separates these two fighters when it comes to the age, and they both possess a similar height and reach. Now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 23 wins, 8 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Antonio Rogerio Nogueira! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a judo wrestler, holding a professional record of 14 wins, 4 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Misha Serkunov! You ready? You ready?
And we are ready to go with live action from Toyota Center here in Houston, Texas. All right, ready to go for round 1, and so is Little Nog Rogerio Nogueira. Recently had that first-round stoppage of Patrick Cummins in UFC 198 in 2016. That was towards the tail end of round 1, so he does have some first-round finishes to his credit. He hurt him! Whoa! Oh, that's it! And that's gonna do it!
Beautiful Beautiful knockout here early in the first.
Yes, sir, it goes into the books as a first-round win by knockout, near-perfect execution. The technique was absolutely gorgeous, and again, when you catch a guy early, maybe you're getting him cold before he's had a chance to work up a sweat or even get into the fight a little bit. Those strikes can have a bigger effect, and it certainly did here tonight.
Let's see it again. Look at this. Boom.
And there he is, all smiles. What a huge knockout he turned in here tonight. That is one they'll be talking about for some time. And here we go inside the octagon for the official decision. So Bruce Buffer
has called a stop to this contest at 27 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Antonio
We lashing out at you. You think you bout it, we bout it too. Only difference is my cloud is too massive, reactive when actors give malice to anybody we close to. I'll approach you with a whoop wop that so true. Already be so much we go through. Now we gotta do in the Mozu. This is tribal, it's rival. In him out with a right blow, then he get this pyro. Young punk better lie low somewhere, probably up in Cairo with a psycho. Wanna get back with a night go with the quickness. You so full of business, you trip flipping on chicks, but a B-boy make him wanna shit bricks. This is everything out your lips is fictitious. Heh messes made me mad as Mozzie. Man, the motive must been made on. Miller maximize a mess, but I'm right up Malcolm X and I'm more the man whose mama's Marty. Better be cool, I'ma lead you to the beef fools that'll greet you with a block, I leave you. And a couple of talk be cool, I'm a grown man. Second this with no shame, really wanna have no brains.
All right, coming up next, this highly anticipated matchup for the UFC middleweight division title. All right, now our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. So more than 15 years, the gap in age between the...
You ready? You ready?
All right, here we go. UFC middleweight championship is on the line. Nogueira gets absolutely punished by that head kick. Working the inside of that lead leg. Oh!
Oh, look at this! Who saw that coming? Oh, solid jab. He hurt him. Nice leg kick. He's hanging on here, but he is in big, big trouble.
Wow!
There's a nice inside leg kick.
Oh, slips to avoid the right.
That one hurt.
Double jab landed there by Nogueira.
Goes for a single.
He might get a finish here.
This could be it. He might be forced to tap. His choke is getting tighter and tighter. He got it, he got it. Nicely done. Great job, didn't waste any time, took this fight to the ground and got the early submission.
Yeah, Joe, we could barely get the fight clock sponsor out, and the submission comes here in round one. He said he didn't want to waste a lot of time. He knew his opponent would know what was coming. It was going to be takedown attempts in bunches, but he couldn't stop the early shot, and he certainly couldn't stop the submission. So great effort and even better technique here tonight.
And here we can see it again. That's a real tight choke here. And one more time, nice technique here on this submission.
All right, so there's the man they're all chasing at 185 pounds, the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, and the celebration is on after the big submission win here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 8 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, the Warrior.
So there he is, still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion after a win by way of submission here tonight. And despite the fact that the #1 contender came in and was all the rage, he got the job done relatively easily here tonight, submitting his foe inside the distance.